This is the Midwest Happy Hour. Cheers!
Record. So I have a little bit of notes.
We're hand holders today.
Yeah.
And I could do this, and then that way I always sound good.
What? Oh,
Unless
when
I
it's
don't.
right up against your mouth?
Yeah, I think it sounds its best, right?
Mine
Yes.
Mine has fuzz on it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Hi, welcome to the game room.
Yep, we're in the game room.
We are in the game room. I was going to write
And we're
something
matching
down,
unintentionally.
we're both wearing leggings. Not matching colors, but...
No.
And we're both wearing our Midwest Happy Hour sweatshirts.
Yep. If you don't have one, sorry about ya.
Pretty much. I know so many people are like, where do I get one? And I'm like, you have to join this exclusive club called Listen to the episode 6 months ago, and you should have been there.
Right.
I don't know.
It's
We'll
like
do it again someday.
people-
It'll be fine.
We will.
Or I'll sell them. I'll just get a couple made at a time, and then if you go, oh my god, I want one, and I can whip one out, then you can have it.
Cool.
If you find me in the wild.
But I have had people tell me this is their go-to sweatshirt because it is so comfortable.
I agree. I like that the sleeves are tight, so they stay out of my way.
And they're long.
Yes,
they're
very
long, but the wrist part is tight, so it's not hanging down while I'm trying to do stuff.
Yes. I've been
And it's cozy and soft. It washes well.
It's good quality. It's Champion. It's good quality. I have been seeing all
Champion
kinds of...
back in the day was oh, you're wearing Champion.
Did you stop at Walmart? But I've been seeing people cut their bottoms off and then it hangs better on their body, but I'm too much of a puss to do it on this sweatshirt because I really like it, and so I don't want to cut it, but I kind of want to cut it. But I should just do it on another sweatshirt, obviously, to test.
Test it out.
Do that first, and then move on with my life.
Yeah. But cheers.
Yes, cheers. Let's talk about our drinks.
Right now, I'm just having Prosecco and you're just having Rosé, but previously we've already had a drink, and
Don't tell anyone.
It was a combination of Prosecco and this Rosé that we're sipping on, but it was just a little bit too sweet for me. But if you're watching on the video, we froze in ice cube trays cranberries and rosemary because we thought it looked super cute on TikTok. Don't do it.
Literally just
we're
dealing with this rosemary just loose.
Because then the rosemary comes loose after it unfreezes.
I don't want it to go down my throat.
I had one go down my throat already right before we joined, and it was
as you were saying that, I was trying to get one. I don't want to swallow it,
it's super cute and festive. Yes.
Yeah, it looks so good.
But the rosemary in the mouth and almost down the throat, I almost choked once already.
It's very much vibes of. Have we talked about the time at my dad's house when you drank through that straw?
Oh my god, no, we haven't talked about it. But Flint brings the story up all the time, even though he was not around.
Oh my god, it's the best.
You were in high school.
Yeah, and we always have reusable straws at my house because my mom was
in this cup by the sink.
in this Longaburger basket, and people know what that is, and you just put your straw in your milk and you took a drink.
Yeah, chocolate milk,
and you sucked something
either a dead spider or a fly or something that was
old milk.
I don't think it was old milk. I think it was a spider that crawled in there and died.
And you tried to go
yeah, and I swallowed it, so we never will know what was in the straw.
I don't want to know what it is, so I think I'm just gonna swallow it.
Yeah, but you and your dad, I think, were you guys the only ones in the kitchen, or was Kendall?
I think it was literally just the three of us, and my dad still cries laughing about it too.
Yes, he brings it up all the time,
and he still has straws. And every once in a while, I'm telling you, I go over there every Sunday, and we use straws for our Bloody Marys, and we always blow through it to make sure that it's clear.
Because of that experience, you don't want it to happen to you.
2 times a year, I went to blow and it's clogged. And I'm like, no, Dad. And he's like, damn, dude, I wonder what that is.
him a straw cleaner.
He has one. He has the pipe cleaners, even like the one that bends with like the little metal straw.
So is he using it?
Apparently not.
Or it's just a spider or something that's crawled in and died in there because it got stuck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So that's why.
But I was traumatized by that, and that's part of the reason why I got clear straws at my house. Clear like glass straws.
They are reusable. That's good. I love it.
But you can see through it, so no problem.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good
Like
feature.
even the stainless steel straws I have, I'm sketched.
Yeah, just blow through it.
I don't even care because like what if I don't know?
You just blow past
like
it.
what if, I don't know. What if there's mold in there? I don't know. You can't see.
You can't see. It's a good point. I never thought about it, but yeah, it's fine. But I think
I'll
about
give it.
it a lot.
I'll be like, my kids can have that straw. I'm not using it.
I only have metal straws, so I guess we would have been shit out of luck. But I'm afraid you'd probably suck one of these babies up in a straw too.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
oh, for sure, they're thin.
Very cute Christmas drink,
It's
but
cute.
deadly.
It's cute, but
Deadly AF.
it could be deadly. Yes, and it's just like the rosemary. I love the smell of the rosemary in here. Sometimes I think rosemary can be too overpowering, but like this is nice
good.
and like festive. But no, I really don't want to sip on it. Like why didn't I really think in my head like, oh, when it does thaw, these little sprigs,
it's gonna be problematic. Yeah, because the last drink that we made, we just kept them on the, on the stick or whatever. We didn't like take the little leaflets off of there. You just have to use your tongue to
you gotta sip like with a very thin lip. Very thin opening, and then when you feel one on your lip, then you start poking your tongue out to stop it from coming.
Make your thin lips even thinner. Filter that shit out. You don't want rosemary in your throat.
You don't. It's awful. I literally can't.
Oh my god, that's great.
Oh god. Well, we tried.
Yep, we did.
We tried to do something cute and festive. Maybe next week or so we'll do like an actual like cute Christmas drink that has no rosemary sprigs in it.
I'm thinking like something where it's like
we did the Grinch last year, like a Grinch recipe last year.
I'm thinking something that's like white and has like a peppermint.
Yeah, let's do that.
Candy cane in it with like a.
I like it.
I've been on Pinterest a lot looking at drinks.
Yes, and like the rim, we could just do icing and green and red dye 40 sprinkles.
Dude, also I just want to like document that as we speak. Like my arm is like I'm getting, when it's asleep and it starts to wake up and it's kind of like that pins and needles kind of tingly. Yeah, every once in a while. Get that going on a little bit.
It'll go away a little bit.
6 weeks possibly. I guess I don't know.
It's fine.
I'm gonna give it 6 weeks and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I mean, how bad could it get? They said if I start to lose function, that's when,
That's
you should be alarmed that something's happening to you.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I did want to say, like, when I went to Benny's to go pick up Prosecco and this rosé, and then I get in the car and I check your location, and you're outside of Tawanda, and I was like, what the hell? Because we were supposed to meet at your dog sitting, so I thought you were staying the night. You never once were like, hey, I'm going home tonight. I just was like, okay, but I was in Benny's at that time.
No, you were not at Benny's when I texted you because you were still at home, and I texted you because I have your location. I tried to call you, and I also tried to call your husband, and I texted you 2 times. And the first time I said, hey, why don't we just record at my house? It's only 5 minutes longer to get there. And then you didn't answer me for 10 minutes, and so I said, okay, if you do not answer me, I'm going home. And then I called you, and then I called your husband, and neither of you answered, and so I said, well, I'm going to go home because I have to work a 12-hour shift tomorrow. So I was coming home anyways because the dog is being watched somewhere else. I just thought it would be easier for you to come over there.
And I know I gave you a little attitude on the phone.
I know you did.
Because I didn't believe that your dog sitter place is only 20 minutes from my house. And then I called Flint after I got off the phone with you.
It is.
He goes, yes, it's like 20 minutes to get there. Go, no, it's not.
It's where you guys used to live, basically, but further.
I just don't think it's 20 minutes, but Flint's like, yes, it is.
Maybe the way you drive.
He's like, just have a good time. I go, I just didn't have it in my head that I was leaving town.
I know. It's a different
And that was the
vibe.
only thing. However, I will say, like, driving and, like, once I got to Colfax, like, just coming to Colfax makes my heart happy. I don't know why.
I knew it would
just
be
like
fine.
makes me like,
because
I feel very nostalgic and I feel very like at home and I feel like at peace when I'm like in Bloomington. I don't know. Not that I hate living in Bloomington, but I don't know.
And everything in my head was just gonna work like seamlessly as to where like the dog was gonna get picked up and then you were gonna be there at the same time and then we would just like record and then maybe like
I think if you would have just been like, hey, I'm not staying the night here.
I told you that on Friday when we talked.
Oh, well, I don't remember that.
I know you don't. After you texted me about do you hear Leo sniffing? After I talked to you earlier today, I realized that you blanked out whatever I said to you on Friday. Mm-hmm. But then I figured when I told you that she was coming to get the dog, that you would figure out what was going on.
Right.
Because...
No, I just was like, I'm confused about why she's getting the dog, but it's fine.
It's fine. Also, it was 5 more minutes of your life, and it's okay.
It's like, just enjoy going to Colfax, and I was like, okay. I just didn't have it in my head.
And Patrick's going to go get us Jack's Pizzas, and we couldn't have did that at the house.
Correct.
Where I'm dog sitting at.
Correct.
That was just a quiet, neutral zone.
It's all fine. Everything's fine. But also, as I was driving through town, like going to Benny's, I was like, wow, all these lights look so beautiful on everyone's houses. Like, this is so nice. But then I was like, man, it's busy out. Like, people do things after 5 o'clock p.m. Like, this is wild. It's so busy. But I don't leave the house after 3, typically.
Oh, and it's not busy
before
I 3.
I don't know. Like, I was just like, man, people are going to get their hair cut. They're doing things.
They're getting off work.
5, 6 o'clock at night. What are you doing?
They work until 5 or 6 at night. You fucking goofball.
It is late.
The interstate was
Was it?
Oh, my God. Yes. I was like, I should have taken a different route if I was thinking about it. But
what I was also thinking about while seeing everyone's lights is, man, I wonder how much their electric bill is, and do they go out there and turn it on and then like a few hours later turn it off? Like, that's a lot of work. Like, that's too much going on. Like,
you never put Christmas lights
up. Not outside. Like, do you have to go plug it in, plug it out? Like, what if you fall asleep and your lights are on all night? Like, what are you doing?
They make these contraptions called timers, okay? And they even made them back in the day where like you have this, it's like the plug-in in the wall has 12 or 24 hours on it, and then you use these little plastic pegs, and then you peg it at the hours that you want it to turn off and on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I don't really
because
know
that was
a
like,
better way to explain.
That's too much.
Yeah, they have timers. Or you can go outside and like, I mean, basically, lights are all hooked together. They all plug into each other. Yeah, you fucking plug them in, and then in the morning before you go to work, you unplug them and then turn them off for the day.
But that is like wasted electricity.
Oh my God. Oh yes, but it's Christmas. Did you not come around the block on this side and see all the beautiful lights? I was like, so cute.
I missed your driveway.
Because you were staring at the Christmas lights. Yeah, this used to be the house where like
you guys need to live up to the...
You were literally just saying how much it costs, and I agree. I'm not paying that shit to light this place up.
And to, like, buy the lights and do all the things.
I'm good. I don't know. I haven't even decorated
Maybe one day. Yet. One day I would like to get there. If there's timers on for an hour.
Sorry, I just had to spit a little bit of rosary out of my cup.
You didn't filter it properly.
I know. I tried. Yeah. It only just barely got in there. Only a little bit.
No. Also, on the drive out, so lately I've been thinking a lot about death and how, like, people just die and whatever. And, like, when I drive at night, I always think about, like, don't get into a car accident and die. Drive safely. And then, also... Previous to this, I've been trying to take more pictures. Like, so at Thanksgiving, I was taking photos.
Oh, like
but making sure that I was also in it. So I do it like a selfie while other people are in it. And Leo, also I just kept thinking about, I'm taking these for the people when I die. Like, you can have these photos
when I'm alive.
You can have these.
Yeah, but it's also like for your kids while they're still alive, you can show them to them. Do you know that that's an option? Right. You don't have to also, just be like...
But I've also been like, I just really want to document things well, so when I die, people have the things. Have, like, weird photos, cool photos, like...
But
she's there.
You know, are you going to put it on a, like, a hard drive or something? Or, like...
The cloud?
Yeah, I've been thinking about printing photos out.
Me, too. Ooh. Also, I love chat books. which I would.
Chat books.
It's like you go on, like they have an app and you put in, like you upload photos into like a book, and then so like when you go into our library area, like where the kids are, and like you look up, there's 2 books, and one's of Graham's baby stuff and Grant's.
Yes, we do this with Shutterfly.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
like
chat books. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
just
Shutterfly
they're not
was
like individual photos that you can hold. They're like
I have
pages that you
one
can flip
of
through.
Patrick and I. Kendall got us it for like our 5-year anniversary in 2015 or something like that. Yeah, I love it.
I don't want to be better about like, and they're not that expensive. It'd be cool to do one a month.
Oh,
especially with my kids, that it's like, hey,
and then you actually have like a little bit of documentation on a paper form instead of just like, oh,
digital,
let me go through my
and
phone
rely on everything digital, because what if everything goes black? Well,
it could happen sooner than you think.
Exactly.
What's your plan if everything goes black? Like if your lights go out, your internet goes out, the water quits running out of the faucet.
We will go to the Kernball's house.
First things first. So you're going to make sure that you have gas in the van at all times,
yes.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Tires are aired up. You got a go bag.
I don't, but
You got a bug out bag. Okay, so you're going to grab... What are you going to grab? What are you going to grab? You got a bag. Leo, quit walking around.
But what kind, like, do I already have, like, essentials in the van? Or what do you think?
You have your diaper bag half packed, as usual. Like today. Yeah. Everything goes black. What are you going to do? What are you going to grab? Are you going to grab, like... What are you going to grab?
I have time, so...
Yeah, you have, like... Give yourself some time.
Like 12 hours.
No. Like 1.
1 hour. Okay. So I could do a lot in an hour. In that van, you can pack a lot of shit. So first I would grab all the food. I would start filling up bottles of reverse osmosis water that I have.
Yes.
Like literally all of the bottles that we have, fill them up.
Anything with the lid.
Yep.
Put the RO in it.
Yep, exactly. And then I would be getting some clothing, change of clothing, a couple pairs of shoes for each person, and then like diapers for Graham, and then some toys for them and some books. Those you have to entertain them. I don't know.
Okay. Any food?
I said food. I said food first and then the water.
Food and then water. Okay.
And then also sleeping bags, some pillows, obviously our coats. Just in case.
Obviously. For when it gets cold outside.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Firewood. Pack our firewood up.
Yep.
Lighters, matches.
Van's getting kind of full. Van's getting kind of full.
No, it's not. You are underestimating how much can be fit.
Okay. So we got firewood.
We have like half of a...
How much is pillows?
I can sit on the pillows.
Okay.
The pillow can be on my lap.
Just put the kids, like, stack them in, like, a pillow.
And then we'll leave all electronic devices behind so no one can track us.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, what am I missing?
I don't know. I think that sounds good.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. Do you have a first aid kit in the van already? So.
No, I don't, but I should.
Yeah. Maybe that would come in handy a little bit.
Yeah.
How about like a knife? You have any knives?
Yeah.
You got knives?
Yes, we have like 1 million pocket knives.
Okay, we got a knife. I mean, basically, what else do you need? Are you going to cook your food on your stove?
I'll grab all my cast iron.
And you just start a fire out in the woods and start it on your cast iron.
Yeah.
And like you have a tarp in case it's raining.
We do have a tarp. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you can start a fire. Yeah. I think you're good. Yeah, you could do that in an hour solid.
Yeah, for sure.
I might leave the toys behind and might say, fuck that. You can play with sticks or whatever. I would bring I told my dad that reminds me, I would bring an airsoft gun to shoot anybody if they're being bad.
Yeah, and the shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, well, airsoft gun first is like a warning. Like cops carry a taser and then a gun. Like,
true.
I told my dad that because we're driving to Florida for our vacation and he was like, is there like a curtain we can put up? I go, Dad, no weird shit in the back of the car. And he goes, oh, what the fuck? I thought this was going to be fun. And I go, I will bring the airsoft gun and shoot you if you guys start doing weird stuff.
Wait,
in the back
what
seat.
Weird stuff?
I bet anything.
Ew, I hate it.
I know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think I'm gonna have to, like, have a serious talk with him and be like, Dad, you can't make out with your girlfriend in front of me anymore.
Weird.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't stomach it. It's gross.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
Did I say that on the podcast? He was sucking her neck like a vampire, like, and I had to
that's
go,
weird.
Dad, stop. And he was like, well, I'm not doing anything. And I was like, yeah, you're being like 12 right now. I need you to stop. I don't know. That's what he said, though. He said he might live forever because he feels like a teenager.
That's cute.
Who am I to stop the man?
Right.
Oh, God.
Right, because he's like really happy.
Oh, yeah, happily just sucking on a woman's neck. I can't.
Let him live his life.
Yeah, I suppose. I know. Last night, yeah, his girlfriend told me, don't be a stranger. We've missed you on Bloody Mary Sundays. I was like, well, last time I came over, you drank all the tomato juice, so we didn't have any.
Ooh.
How am I supposed to have a Bloody Sunday?
Ew.
Sorry, I thought maybe I would start burping into the microphone.
No, I
have
hate
good
it.
ones. Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind.
Haley is just so much more savage than I am. Like, I don't consider myself, like, ladylike.
I've heard you fart.
Yeah, that's what I don't consider myself ladylike. But you take it to another level sometimes.
I consider myself man-like. Dude, I told my dad, too. I think I just want to fuck with him, a little bit. And I was like, dude, if it was, seriously, though, these days, like, if I was growing up, if I was, like, 12 right now, would have become a dude, easily could have been influenced.
For sure, me as well. I wore basketball shorts and a gray oversized t-shirt literally every day in elementary school.
Yeah, and like I told my dad I would pee standing up.
I told my parents, I need to be playing football. And my dad was like, no.
I did play football in the park.
Right.
And
right
we
then.
would play tackle football and I would get my ass whooped. And like, yeah that was boy stuff. Like I spit, I cussed. I still spit and cuss.
I always say if my like the roles were like in today's day and my mom was raising me, she would have been like, yep,
you can become a boy.
Yeah.
I'll take you to get hormone blockers.
Like even though she probably like in her older age, like because of the generation that she grew up in, I don't think she like fully can wrap her head around that right now. But if she was in my shoes, she would be like, yeah,
you can do whatever you want, dear.
Yeah, as a kid,
whatever makes you happy,
as a little child baby. No, you have no idea.
No. I think one of those. I didn't write it in my notes because I was driving, but I encountered a vehicle on my way here on the interstate. It was like a white Tahoe.
Oh, were you getting hit on again?
No, the license plate just said Mexican. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, it made me laugh.
They just want people to know.
No,
there's no like judgment at all here, but I just laughed, LOL'd out loud. There's these parents that have a kid at the preschool that Grant goes to.
Okay,
and their license plate, it says OnlyFans.
Yes, I honestly get it. Oh, can you please give us an update on your coffee enema situation?
Oh, yes.
Do tell.
I sure can. Just jumping subjects real quick.
Who cares?
Okay, so everyone, I did a coffee enema on Sunday. Obviously, at first, I was, like, nervous. And
was that your first one?
Yeah.
Oh,
and reading about it, it says, like, you might not be able to take in 32 ounces. That's like the first time you do it, and like it just like says all this stuff and like blah 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 blah. So then I make the coffee, which it's not like coffee you buy at the store. Yeah, like I bought organic coffee specifically for enemas. Like a good reputable company, because I'm not gonna just shove anything up there. So anyway, I made it and then let it cool down to room temp, and maybe it might have been a little bit colder than Because then I did it.
Yeah.
And as I first started going, like I could feel like a little chilly in my belly, and I was like, "Oh, what the heck?" I thought it wasn't like doing it properly. Like I thought it was out, but it wasn't. Okay. Anyway, no, all 32 ounces. Success. And then I held it for 15 minutes.
You stood up?
No, I laid on my right side because that's where, like, your liver's on your right side.
Oh, okay. And everything drained into your liver?
Yeah, so they say.
And then,
like, every once in a while, I was like, oh my God, this is rough. And then, like, that feeling would subside, and then it was fine. And honestly, it wasn't bad.
Were you listening to Brittney Spears' memoir, or what were you doing?
No, I was just, like, looking up coffee enema stuff.
You were in a Discord with.
I was on TikTok,
other people
doing coffee, like TikTok coffee enema.
Oh my God, I love it.
And just like reading about other people doing it, and just like getting in the mindset. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then 15 minutes passed, and then I sat on the toilet
and you commenced the second part of the enema.
Sat there for not very long, and then. Immediately after, I didn't feel like any which way. I just felt myself, like it was fine. But then a few hours later, I had no coffee through my mouth.
Okay. Not your front mouth, but your back mouth.
Yeah. I did not like drink any coffee. Okay. And I did this coffee enema in the morning.
Okay.
Like before breakfast.
Okay.
And stuff like that. I was just like hydrating myself.
You're like,
and
you mean you were drinking water and then you did your coffee enema? Who is that?
I don't.
Oh, that. Okay. Now we're past that. Okay.
But just like having mineral water, coconut water, like green juices, things like that.
Okay.
Like to like.
And then coffee up your butt.
And then I did the coffee enema, and then a few hours afterwards, all of a sudden I had, without me like really noticing it, it wasn't like it was like, oh, I'm just getting up and doing things. And I felt very clear-minded. I felt very, like I wrote it down like maybe an hour into it because I was like, oh wait, like I felt so good. I felt like I didn't feel jittery energized, or like my heart was pounding energized from like a cup of coffee or whatever.
Caffeine.
I just felt like good, clean energy. Okay. And I got so much done in the house, and I felt so good, like
nice.
Mentally, and like my stomach felt good, like in terms of like bloating,
because you didn't drink coffee.
And I didn't bloat, or I felt really good.
Yeah.
But then in the afternoon, I like hit a wall.
Ooh.
And I did drink some coffee because I thought I needed it. But I think what happened was I didn't need coffee to drink. I needed to continuously hydrate myself, and that's why I like kind of hit a wall.
You didn't drink any water.
I don't think I drink enough.
Well, yeah, right.
So like
you need to drink like a gallon.
I needed to drink more, and I needed to drink more like green juices with like some nutrients that would go straight into my bloodstream, because that's what juicing is. Like you're still getting some nutrients, like you're getting the nutrients directly into your bloodstream versus like a smoothie, which still has the fiber and like stuff, or like eating it still has the fiber, so it takes so long to get to your bloodstream. That's why people say like green juicing is like what you need to have,
because it hits
continuously
you faster.
Like throughout the day.
It's like when you chop up your pill and you snort it instead of just swallowing it.
Yep.
Yeah, you juice it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I know.
So I learned a lot. I was going to do one today because I felt like a little sluggish.
Yeah.
And honestly, my toddler has been like running me ragged, which I've already told you about. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll do that again. But I think I'm just going to do them weekly and just see how it goes. But I felt so good.
Nice.
So good. I just need to hydrate better.
Yeah.
And I need to have...
Because it's a diuretic.
Yeah.
And an enema.
But it was, like, it's only that time. Like, after that release of the 32 ounces, then it's like, you feel fine. Like, you don't feel like garbage. You don't feel anything. Like, It was really...
Yeah, you also probably took a pretty good shit.
I mean...
It makes you feel better.
So, like, the point of the coffee enema, like, if you don't poop after a coffee enema, like, that's fine.
What do you mean if you don't poop after a coffee enema?
Because that's not the reason why you're doing it.
You're not doing it to
like,
take a shit?
No. You do it to detox your liver.
No.
Yes, you are. Look it up.
Yeah, doctors prescribe enemas to people who are constipated.
Yes, also, but look it up.
You do an enema to take a shit?
But that's not the primary goal of a coffee enema.
Oh, yeah, a coffee enema is crazy people saying stuff.
It's not crazy people saying stuff. Honestly, you and your sister, Kendall, I'm calling you out because you always, like, give me shit when I do, like, more of, like, a holistic approach. You guys are too conventional. Think outside of the box.
Coffee enema.
Don't trust our doctors. Our doctors, by the way, are getting educated by colleges, yes, but those colleges are then funded by the pharmaceutical companies.
I understand.
So they're not trying to teach you how to actually help
went
yourself.
to college, bitch.
And I don't give two shits. Don't go to college, people. I went to college, not worth it.
I know, we're not telling people to go to college. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Max Gerson was a German-American doctor who believed you could detox the body and give it nutrients it needs to heal itself using an organic plant-based diet, raw juices, and coffee enemas. His rigorous program became known as the Gerson therapy. Mm-hmm. Stimulate bioflow. Sounds promising, right? However, don't run to the drugstore for an enema bag just yet.
Correct. Because who are you reading this article by?
Healthline.
Don't trust that.
Boosts immunity, increased energy, stop yeast overgrowth, treats autoimmune diseases, removes parasites from the digestive tract. That's a good feature. Removes heavy metals from the body, treats depression, and treats cancer. What the research says, there's no scientific evidence. According to a 2014
only
article,
test pharmaceutical drugs, by the way, everyone. They don't trust.
Right, they don't get funding if it's not, like, in the best interest.
Because the funding comes from the pharmaceutical companies. Isn't that wild, everyone?
Here we go. According to an article by alternative medicine physician Linda L. Isaacs, people are continually exposed to toxic chemicals and pollutants in food, air, and water.
Correct.
As a result, she believes that anyone may benefit from coffee enemas as a way to help stimulate the liver to rid the body of these waste materials and pollutants.
Thanks, Linda.
A 2014 study published in Clinical Nutrition Research concluded that coffee enemas are a possible way to prep the bowel without negative side effects. However, more study is needed before coffee enemas are routinely recommended for bowel prep.
Right, recommended by doctors. But
according to a letter to the editor published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology, a coffee enema caused proctocolitis, inflammation of the colon and rectum in a Korean woman. The letter's author concluded that coffee enemas are risky and should be reconsidered
in the one woman
as an alternative.
Isn't that funny?
Treatment.
In the one woman, because she probably like pushed that thing up.
Coffee
in there.
enemas may be a problem if you're sensitive to caffeine or if you take medications that interact with caffeine.
No, it was great, and I would highly recommend it. No, honestly, I was also reading about like people coming off birth control. Oh, this podcast I'm
don't tell me about people
it.
coming off birth control.
Birth
Jesus
control,
Christ.
like your hormones, Haley, are gonna be like.
Wow, who knew they're gonna go crazy?
Wacky.
Yeah, duh. I've been on it for like
but don't you
15 years.
But
or
don't you
whatever.
want to try to like mitigate the side effects of coming off of it and like the mood swings you potentially would have, or like your bad periods that you'll potentially have? Like, don't you want to try like good?
No, I just punch that shit in the face.
Don't take Midol and like don't take ibuprofen.
I don't take Midol. I don't take ibuprofen. I take an Aleve maybe once every 3 months. Good. I think I'm okay with that.
I know. I
drink booze and I smoke
my
weed.
goal for 2024, one of my like goals for 2024, I'm gonna write it down.
Goals
is to get Haley to do one coffee enema, at least one coffee enema.
I'll try anything once.
Yes.
No, I don't want it. No, I have enough like butthole situations going on.
That's a weird statement. What does that even mean?
I don't know. What do you think it means?
I don't.
No, I don't think I want that. I don't want to do enemas. I'm good.
Will you please just try it one time?
No.
Who cares? You literally just said you'll try anything one time.
Yeah, I also lie a lot.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I never tell the truth about anything.
I'm talking you into it. That's one of my goals for 2024.
Okay.
But no, I thought it was a great
experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it every Sunday morning.
okay, that's good. I want you to keep us updated and
will.
let us know
I
because
will.
you have a lot
If
of
I have-
tummy issues.
Yeah.
So you have to let us know if it starts to
mostly indigestion, acid reflux.
Yes. Can we just go over this really quickly that I showed you the edible arrangements commercial?
Oh my God, yes.
It's literally a married couple and they do their 23andMe and they're sitting there and they go, oh, my grandfather immigrated landed in Ellis Island, and the girl's like, me too. And then
they start saying
the name is the same, and then they go, need to find out you're related to your husband to like buy an edible arrangement.
Yeah, the weirdest commercial I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my life.
then in the background it's like, Mom.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
And they're just like sitting there eating, like,
and they
part
share
of the
grandparents. I don't have this marked off my list, but it was a while ago that I went to Circle K and I didn't have the option but to use the self-checkout there, which the self-checkout is a girl still standing there. And
I think you told us.
Okay, because that shit pissed me off. Like, I don't know. What are you standing there for? Check me out. Anyways, then you have to check my ID.
And she kept, like, telling you stuff.
Yeah, and I was like, can you just check me out instead of having to tell me every step of the way of what to do?
For real. That's
like,
wild.
This is why we trained you to pay you to be your job in order to take my shit and ring it up and, like, give it back to me for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Come here, Leo. Oh,
another random.
We're at my house,
Random
so
thing.
Leo's being annoying.
Another random thing?
Yeah.
That I'm going to switch to. Do you know the Muffin Man?
That lives on Drury Lane?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
You don't know? Well, you wouldn't because this was a long-ass time ago. But he lived in London.
Oh.
He lived in London. It's based on a true guy.
A Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Yeah.
What?
Yep. So this is true. So he is one of the first documented serial killers. Potentially one of the first documented serial killers. And he would lure kids into alleyways with muffins.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's documented that he killed approximately 15 kids.
Stop.
And also approximately 7 rivalry bakers in London.
What?
And so they made that song to make sure people were aware of this
that was on Drury Lane.
Yeah. But that song made it past, and now it's a nursery rhyme.
Cute. Just like Pocket Full of Posies.
Ashes, we all fall down.
Everybody, wasn't it Posies helped the symptoms of like tuberculosis or something?
I don't remember specifically, but yeah.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, the Muffin Man.
What the fuck, Muffin Man?
And what I was reading was like, and he apparently didn't love competition because he also apparently murdered about 7 other bakers in town.
Oh, nice. Fucking tweet, Muffin Man. Jesus
Don't worry,
Christ.
people. Even though I opened up a bakery out of my kitchen, I'm not going to be murdering anyone.
You're going to kill other people so that you sell the best. It's muffins, please. Oh my God.
It was back in the day. It's not like they had commercial stuff. They were fighting against each other. Like,
yeah,
hey,
that's right.
Guys, I have muffins to sell.
Dude, if your next door neighbor starts baking bread, how pissed are you going to be?
I'm going to be like, what the fuck?
This is my neighborhood, bitch. Yeah. And that's how gangs started. Hey, do my dog's eyes look milky to you?
I don't know. Leo.
Do they look like milky eyes? Leo, don't get old and die. I can't take it. But I swear to God, he can't see good. Because he, like, won't go... Like, one day, I was just sitting in the living room, and he was in the bedroom laying down, and it started to get dark in the house, but I didn't turn any lights on. I was just, like, watching a show on my iPad, and he barked at me from the bedroom so that I would turn the light on so he could get down off the bed.
Think that maybe he's just scared?
No, I just think he can't see good at night because we have to let him out the back door.
Maybe that one, but maybe that's like a reflection.
I know, that's what I always think. It's like, it's just a reflection in your eyes. You get a little chihuahua milky eyes.
No, because you're supposed to live until you're 20, so get it together.
Yeah, imagine if he's blind already.
I know.
10? I spent a bunch of years with a blind fucking dog, dude. Don't do that. What a weird little boy.
That would be sad.
What's the theme of this episode?
There is no theme. The last few. But is that all? Like, you were not that impressed by my Muffin Man story.
Oh, actually, I'm going to look it up a lot, I feel like. And I want to know if there's any books on it or something. Because that shit sounds cray. It's not even really serial killer stuff. But this shit I've been watching lately on like creepy shit is Love Has Won, the documentary that's on Max right now about Mother God. It's new. There's literally like 3 episodes
Tell
out.
me about it.
This woman thinks that she is God.
Oh,
and
cool.
she starts this basically cult, is a cult, and is like, I am Mother God and I know everything.
Is she gonna give him the juice?
By colloidal silver, do you mean juice? And then she dies.
But that's good
and then
for
she
you.
dies. Oh my God, Lacey, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Let me
God, that is
Shut
good.
up
I
and
sprayed that on the moons.
Anyways, she dies. Hey, do you know she dies? Because she doesn't eat and she drinks alcohol in colloidal silver. And then
maybe
she
it was
turns
the
blue.
alcohol, and also she
blue.
is taking too much of that. That's too much.
She was drinking a shit ton of colloidal silver.
that is too much.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we agree on that.
I sprayed on moons.
Okay, good. Anyways,
Or pink eye, or like tonsils.
If I was green, I would die.
If I was blue, I would die.
They keep her.
Okay.
No, it's I'm blue. Die. If I was green, I would die.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She dies, and they just keep her body around for a while, and
Just
then
hanging out.
somebody calls the cops eventually, and they're like, "No,
Where'd they
she's
live?
just like resting. She's in like a resting state, like all
She's
over,
just
like Hawaii and Colorado."
cool. Wait,
and
what?
They moved her after she died. Yeah,
How
she
do you
died.
ship that?
But while she was dying, she was like, "It's not real." Also, they involved like Robin Williams.
question.
Robin Williams is involved in this also.
No, but how do you ship that body? Like,
No, they
just be
did-
like, hey,
I
from
think-
Hawaii.
Maybe she was dying when she went from Hawaii to Colorado,
Okay.
and then, or it wasn't like they were also somewhere else besides Colorado, and then they took
Okay.
her in a car.
Okay.
Dead because Father God was not a good guy.
Right.
He was like a homeless, weird guy.
Father God, yeah.
Yeah, and he did not take very good care of Mother God. But
Wait,
all
was she
these
Mother
people-
God?
Yeah, and all these
And
people
her
follow-
husband, Father God, was not a good guy?
It wasn't her husband. It was just Father God.
That's weird.
There was multiple
That's
Father
confusing.
Gods. Yes,
Oh,
you need
cool.
to watch this
I
fucking
will.
documentary.
I
Home
will.
Slice. But yeah, it's a crazy good documentary. That's brand new.
Also, I need to watch Blue Zone. That's on Netflix. My sister-in-law is watching it, and it's basically about just the zones in the world of people who are making, like, the average age is in like their 90s.
Oh,
Like
wow.
living longer lives and like
Mediterranean.
doing and like doing studies like that and like figuring it out. And I
Do you wanna
went
live
down to
there?
a TikTok
Okay.
like rabbit hole about it, and there was this girl who was like, I haven't watched the Blue Zone, but I've been living in Costa Rica with my boyfriend who grew up in Costa Rica. His parents are Costa Rican, like.
Okay.
And this is a blue zone area, and so like I've been asking around, like, why do you think people have been living so long, and like things
Yeah.
like that, and it's not just like one thing. Ultimately, it's like a compile of like compilation of all these things of like
Sunshine,
like
and-
homemade cooking.
Yeah.
Your faith,
food.
your faith,
Oh,
your
wow.
family, sense of community, and how you handle stress. She's like, I don't think people in America, for example, have more stress than people in Costa Rica.
Okay.
I think the people in Costa Rica have a better idea of how to handle stress.
Coping mechanisms.
Yeah. Like they like. So ultimately, like, I think bad diets and too much stress is what kills people.
Right, and what's stress? I mean, it's
And like stressing out about like the dumbest of things that, like,
how many likes do I have on my...
Right, and like I watched this video this morning when I was in the sauna, and I was like, man, this is so true. And I'll show it to you if you didn't like see my story today, because I shared it. But it was basically about, in a less than 100 years,
okay,
we're gonna all be in the ground. Right, like,
right.
We're all gonna be like,
unless you find
we're gonna
out.
be dead. The car that we bought that was expensive is gonna be potentially someone else. It's gonna be gone. Or like the house that we built, it's gonna be someone else's. Like, don't let the stress of something, if it's not gonna matter in 5 years, don't let it stress you out more than 5 minutes.
Right,
like. Everyone needs to have a better perspective of life. It's not about these things. It's about just the experiences and love and happiness and community, which we've lost.
Some of us. I wouldn't say all of us.
Well,
I mean,
not
or
you,
whatever.
But you're like knee deep in community because you also work at a local facility. You know what I mean? So you see people, you communicate. And
I also talk to a lot of people like
outside, like
IRL.
Right, for sure.
Like not just at work and stuff. Like,
but like the sense of community is totally down. And what's ironic is, so yesterday I also read on Facebook a girl that I used to work with moved, and like this old man came over during like the U-Haul and was like talking to her about things and like how people the neighborhood and just how they've seen a lot of turnover, and they've been here since the community, like the houses have been built, and then they were saying how people don't talk to their neighbors anymore,
right?
And I don't really see people out and about in our neighborhood, and like I just think that's unfortunate because, you know, like community means so much. It's not how it used to be, and it's so unfortunate. And it's like, man, Lacey, just move to Colfax.
Do it. Why not?
Honestly, talk my husband into it because he's like, no.
Why does he want to live in Wilmington
but because
so
we got that house at the right time with the right mortgage, like with the right now, like the interest rates are so high that it's like, what?
But Colfax could be great.
Right, it is.
Make Colfax great again by moving here. Yeah, that's what I'll talk him into.
Exactly.
You need to make Colfax great again.
But I just thought that was interesting, like listening to her TikTok and everything that she said. Yeah. Like, and then everything that I like read with the girl on Facebook and just all of it. It's like, it's not like I think people put too much pressure on it. It's like one thing. Oh, they eat a Mediterranean diet, so I have to do that. Right. No, it's literally everything.
It's the lifestyle. And
like,
their work situation is so much different.
And I think we've also lost like a lot of genuine gratitude.
Yeah. For like everyday life.
For everyday life. And like the food that I have on this plate, like I should be genuinely grateful and like feel it in my soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I need to be so grateful for this.
I think I
think it's so like just whatever that people just miss it. And I think that gratitude piece and being present is like huge.
Once everything goes down, you'll find out what you appreciate. Yeah. Once you pack all your shit in the van. Yeah. And you decide what you forgot.
You know what, Flint? We're just picking the boys up and we're moving to Costa Rica.
Yeah. Dude, that would be sweet, though. I do envy, like, the crazy, quote, crazy people. But you can watch them on, like, YouTube and stuff that live out in the woods and, like,
I love
homestead and they don't need anything from anybody. Yeah, I mean.
Because isn't it also funny? Like, I like watching the Yellowstone spinoffs, the
1883 and
1923. So the 1923 one, when they go to town and they're like selling refrigerators and like something else, and it's like, hey, if you buy this electricity, then we're gonna rent you these like things for you to use
and stuff.
And the guy's basically like, and so what are we gonna do if you have a stove and a refrigerator now and whatever? The guy was like, well, you'll be able to have a more leisurely life, like you won't have to do as much,
right?
And the guy was like, no, I'll have to do more because I have to pay for the electricity and also pay for the
Right, so I have to work for that.
Like, we don't need any of this.
Right, I'm already working to do the shit that I do now.
But
I'm just going to pay for it anyways.
And I'm no longer working for myself. I'm working for you to afford all of this. And I was like, oh my God. That is the truest thing I have ever heard.
Consumerism, baby. That's capitalism and consumerism.
Isn't that wild?
At its finest, says the girl that bought a robot vacuum for Christmas.
That was like soon after we moved into the house. I feel like my perspective on life and like a lot of things have changed in 3 years.
I was going to say, since what, 2020?
Yeah, in 3 years. A lot can change.
You would have not, like, now you would
I'm not saying that I wouldn't have. Okay. But, like, my thought process in deciding what I need has definitely shifted.
Do you think that has anything to do with your kids getting older or just you getting older?
I think it has more of, like, me getting older.
Yeah.
And, like, having more perspective and more of, like, more thinking of, like, what do I appreciate out of life and, like, what do I want my life to look like?
10 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
And now it's already 3 years
and specifically also, what do I want for my boys?
Right.
So it's like a mixture of both, like them getting older, me getting older, and thinking of the things that I want for them that I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
just move in with us.
Right.
Plenty of room in here.
Let's just buy land together.
Yes.
Like 6 acres. You have 3. We have 3, and then we're not too close, but we're close enough.
Right, and then we can all raise cattle
I am not joking. Let's just do it.
I know, but it's not, like, available around here. It's always, like, 40 acres or 20 acres. We'll find something. Yeah, okay. We'll keep our eyes out for the stuff.
Right, because then if you divide the price in 2, then it's like, oh, this is doable.
You ever watch that Homestead Rescue guy?
No, wait.
Oh my God.
Is he on HG?
Animal Planet?
Animal Planet, no.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, but we're going to have to be worried about the cloud seeding.
The what?
What else do I have in my notes?
The cloud seeding?
Yeah, cloud seeding. You never heard of cloud seeding?
I've heard of...
Like chemtrails?
Chemtrails, yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like, but they can control the weather with cloud seeding.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, you didn't know
I fucking hate it. Yes, so I have heard about it.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, yes, I hate it. Leave it alone. Everyone.
Well, yeah, we should do that. Yeah, we should leave it alone. I haven't been...
Guys, we're all going to be, like, gone soon. And you know what's going to survive? Planet Earth. Because Planet Earth...
And your kids, Home Slice. Like, what do you mean?
I know. Like, I just...
You're just like, yeah, you're welcome for life. You're out here willy-nilly. See ya.
Hey, well...
Enjoy.
While you can.
Explain yourself.
What? What do you mean?
Like, you just let your kids out here, but you're also like, we're all not going to be, you're like, hope you live to be 13. Shit might be real bad before then. I'd have already hit the road. And
no, I don't specifically think that. I just think we are, like, dangerously getting close to too far from reality. If that makes sense.
Yes. I've seen iRobot.
Yes.
Dude, I have to go pee so bad.
Me too.
What should we do? It's 53 minutes and 39 seconds. 40, 41, 42.
I think this is good.
Oh, you think this is...
Oh, do you want to keep going? Is there something you want to talk about?
No, I only want to talk about GTA 6.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so we can save that for next time.
Oh, but do you really quickly want to talk about that race that happened in Las Vegas that people are like, what the heck actually happened here?
Yeah.
Or what's going on?
What else do you know about it other than...
All I read is that people were saying that this is another Fire Fest.
That's so funny. I just think that they
didn't plan properly for that
right, like even in Chicago they welded down the manholes so that the NASCAR race cars would not. I don't. It's probably sabotage, and Ferrari or whoever it was should probably sue.
I mean, they probably are.
Yeah, because that was bogus as fuck. That race should have been basically canceled. After you take one team out, it's like, well, they could have won the whole thing. So who's to say? You know. Yeah, that sucked. That was a waste of money.
I know, people spent tens of thousands of dollars.
And I got that calendar for free.
Like, what calendar?
That one that you love.
Wait, that one is from the
I got that at Inappropriate Trucker Hats. Shout out Inappropriate Trucker
Are
Hats.
you just shifting the topic? Because I'm confused on how you got there.
I got that calendar for free.
Yeah.
The one that you love so much.
Yeah.
That you saw.
It's just
Trailer Trash Tammy.
You can just see her boobies.
They're the official merchandiser of Trailer Trash Tammy. If you've made it this far, you need to shop at Inappropriate Trucker Hats.
If you're listening, thanks. I appreciate it. I just find it hilarious. But like, she's married and she's making out with Santa.
How do you know she's married?
You told me she was married.
Oh, okay. But you didn't know that just from looking at it. You thought that was her husband.
No, I said, is that her husband? Like, meaning, like, is her husband dressing up as Santa?
Oh, no. I think it's just Santa.
Did I tell you? I just would be very upset with Flint if he was doing that.
Oh, even if he was an actor?
She is not acting in
Yes,
those
she
photo
is.
shoots. No,
she's an actress.
That's not acting.
Yes,
that is not acting.
She is Trailer Trash Tammy. Her real name is Chelsea Lynn, obviously.
Oh, so he's married to Chelsea Lynn. He's not married to Trailer Trash Tammy.
Right. Yeah, dude, don't you know actors and actresses?
I'm sorry.
Even porn actors and actresses
don't want to
have husbands and
support.
wives.
I don't want to support. I don't know.
What if when Flint wanted to do porn, you would be like, no? You're married?
Correct answer.
But what if you could make a ton of money? It's called OnlyFans. You saw it on that license plate.
OnlyFans.
What did Kendall say to
Wait,
me?
do I smell a pizza?
Yeah, probably. Hey, do we smell a pizza?
Perfect. It's time.
That was like a, did we just become best friends? Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you.
Love you.
The rosemary gets you.
Kendall said, did you hear Brittney Spears' dad got a leg amputated?
Is it because he's an alcoholic?
And then she sent me this Brittney Spears post. The last thing Jamie saw before the anesthesia kicked in. And it's Brittney with the knives.
Also, I had to unfollow her again because it was too much. She was like naked in bed, like showing her body off, and I was like, "What is happening?"
It was a very long video.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to see this. Brittany, go away.
Yeah, well, I also saw.
She has like 42 million followers.
You're gonna make me pee my pants. I also saw this that I saved for you. Okay, it's this girl that's really annoying for like 30 seconds. And then she reads Brittney Spears'.
This will be delivered like as if I am a poet on a stage.
This is Brittney Spears' Instagram
reading
post.
My spoken word. Strange feeling. I think I secretly knew. My pride, their cruel shots, the most wicked could only do. Their men plots, they've already won. Same old game, but with wine. Getting closer now, it's hot. Who wrote Stars Are Blind? Going in must be a preface of what one wants, not a deflect to destroy what a person flaunts. Intellect, a mind's beautiful recourse, the ones closest to you. Got my back. Always the best killers, of course. Ignore it. And say it doesn't exist. Just one fist. Now my T's gonna twist. Reflecting, same scheme. They know me well. Better off bad. I'm always heaven while they're in hell. And understanding, even a prologue would never do. Something's brewing. I'm cooking something. Who knew? The tellers but the wise will just look up. The dwellers feel the steam rise in their cups. Take notice or fall back in love. Do I even try? Come on, give me a big old hug. Smile, learn to lie. Would I dare make peace? Make amends, do the right thing? Be a saint, then be the bigger person I already did. But see, that's not my name. Will they ever meet? The real me. Now that's kind of dangerous. I would get locked up and sent away. So I just play the saint who saved us. If I want.
Ooh.
She did it good.
I do enjoy
like that,
it. Yeah, that girl was Kimberly Thomas on TikTok reading Brittney Spears' Instagram as a slam poet. I hope that's what Brittney meant by it.
Me too, because that, why does my
I don't know.
Why does it sound
Oh,
like
is it dying? Oh, it's dying.
Dying.
It's dying. Okay. We're going to have to go out on that.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Cheers with our microphones. Perfect. It's the dollar store battery.
They last us a while. Bye.